Hello, I'm Suresh Aladan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jasmine.
And we're from the Correct Weight Loss team. Today we're going to talk about an interesting topic called how to lose stomach fat. I think it's something that's very interesting and very popular among the general public, and most people seem to complain about bulges in the stomach or stomach fat problems and stuff like that. So we're going to cover about how we're going to lose stomach fat. Okay? Dr. Jasmine, would you like to start?
Stomach fat, we need to understand that stomach fat is actually part of the fat in the rest of the body as well.
Right.
Okay, so when you're trying to lose stomach fat, you cannot lose it isolated. It's not an isolated fat region,
So you either have to lose fat all over or nothing at all.
Or nothing at all.
Okay.
So a lot of people do spot training where they do 100 crunches, 100 sit-ups, and you just basically only train their stomach.
Yes.
And this really does not work.
Yes.
Okay.
But you will get a bigger stomach.
You might get a bigger stomach because the core muscles, which are the muscles in the abdominal region, and when you do crunches and sit-ups, you actually train these muscles, and these muscles obviously
get bigger,
expand.
stronger. Yes.
Yeah, they get bigger, they get stronger, and the fat layer has not changed.
Right.
And the muscles have expanded.
Right.
So obviously your abdominal girth is also going to expand.
Okay.
Together with it.
Right.
Alright. So what is very important to remember is that
spot training doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Right.
And the fat actually comes off one layer at a time.
Right.
Okay. The whole body needs to be trained in totality.
Okay. Okay. So I suppose the only spot training benefit you get is doing some core exercises to strengthen the core muscles.
Yeah, you strengthen the core muscles, and some people actually have core muscle damage,
right?
Like from pregnancy,
right.
And some people actually do have bulging stomachs because of this
weak core muscles. So you only do that to strengthen the core muscles, but overall you've got to train your entire body so that you burn the fat.
That's right.
Okay, fine. Now the other thing is you got to remember is fat works in an interesting concept called first in, last out. In other words, based on our genetic predisposition, we all store fat in different areas initially, and then as we get more and more fat, the fat then starts moving into other areas. In other words, for instance, if I start storing fat in my stomach first, and then I move on to my thighs, and then my arms, and then finally my face, then when I start losing fat, the first place that I will lose is my face, because it was the last place that came in. And then we go to my arms, and then my thighs, and then finally to my stomach. And unfortunately, whenever we have a problem area, which is normally the first area we put fat, whether it's the stomach or the thighs, that's the area most people become obsessed about. And they want to see results in that area. They get very demoralized when they don't get there. But once they understand that the first in, last out theory, the last in, first out theory, then they'll realize that, hey, I got to start losing fat in all the other places which I gain fat later, before the primary area gets affected. Okay, so it's important you understand that, and you're patient enough to burn the fat as it goes in phases. Okay.
And I think a lot of women face problems with the abdominal region,
right,
and some with the thighs. And men, a lot of them face problems with the abdominal region.
Right. That's because we're genetically designed for that. Yeah.
Genetically it's like that. So another very important principle in trying to lose the stomach fat is nutrition. Okay, nutrition plays a very, very big role, almost 70% of your weight loss efforts. A few principles which are very important to remember is breakfast needs to be the largest and most important meal.
Never skip breakfast.
Never skip your breakfast.
Yeah, if you want to lose stomach fat, never skip breakfast.
Because you're actually coming out from your starvation mode, and breakfast is the one that actually kickstart your metabolism for the rest of the day.
But healthy breakfast, of course.
Yes. So that's complex carbohydrates. You need a good protein, maybe some eggs.
Right.
Okay, good fat, some olive oil, something, and that's a complete breakfast.
Right.
Okay, and you need 3 big meals in the whole day, and 2 small snacks. Basically tapering your calories. So breakfast is the largest, dinner is the smallest meal in the day. Okay, and your meal choices, your choices of the food that you eat is very important as well. You need to choose complex carbohydrates, avoid all the refined carbohydrates like sugar, white flour products. Okay, You need to choose a good source of protein, eggs, chicken, fish, and also avoid trans fats, hydrogenated fats,
Right.
and take healthy oils such
Right.
as nuts, fish,
Right.
omega oils,
Right.
olive oil. You know, so these are very important principles.
So even though you have 5 meals, which are 3 main meals and 2 snacks, you got to ensure that the total calorie intake is still about 10% lower than what you're expending in the day,
Yes.
right? Based on your body weight and the exercises that you do. So therefore, you create a slight deficit that eats up into the body fat that you want to burn.
So
Okay?
that means you need to take smaller meals.
Right.
You should not have one large meal and then the body actually doesn't know what to do with all that
Right.
that calories. Okay,
Right.
so if you have a small meal, the body actually efficiently takes up all the calories
Right,
and uses it
and it, as well as keeps the metabolism high.
high.
Right, so
Well,
that's the whole idea. The idea is to eat so that you keep your metabolism high, but not eat too much that it ends up as storage.
That's right.
Okay, and then exercise to also rev up their metabolism. Okay, the other thing, okay, talking about exercise. Now it's important that to lose stomach fat, you need to do strength training. Okay, and we are talking about strength training your big muscle groups, your thighs, your buttocks, your chest, your back, okay, and your shoulders. So when you work out these big muscle groups, first of all, you get more energy expenditure because you're working on bigger muscle groups. Secondly, these bigger muscle groups, that when they become more active because of exercise, they tend to burn more energy even when you're resting. Okay, so you increase your active burn as well as you increase your passive burn, and that's what's going to help you burn all the fat away. Okay. Secondly, incorporate some aerobics. Okay, I think steady state aerobics is good if you've never exercised before. Start with whatever fitness level. You can start with a brisk walk and then move on to slight jogging and whatever not. Once you've reached a certain state level of fitness, you may want to switch to high intensity interval training, which is short bursts of high speed cardio cycle with rest, and you can do about 6 or 8 cycles like this, and this will actually help burn a lot of fat and maintain your muscle mass. Okay,
The next principle will be supplementation.
right.
You need to have a quality multivitamin and multimineral. This is to ensure that there is no deficiencies in your diet. Okay. Also, salmon oil or omega-3 oils are very important, and this also helps in weight loss.
Right. And finally, restoration. It's important that you get adequate rest in terms of stress relief and good quality sleep so that your cortisol levels are low, insulin levels are low. These are things that will slow down your cortisol and insulin are things that will slow down your fat loss. Okay? So it's pointless exercising and not getting enough rest and getting the benefits of exercise because your lack of rest is increasing all the bad hormones. Okay, so stress relief via meditation or whatever stress relief method that you think is good that helps you stress relief, and that stress relief will help you sleep better. You know, sometimes people can sleep 6 to 8 hours but they still get up tired because they didn't get restful sleep because they're so stressed out. So combining quality and quantity of rest and restoration is important to ensure that you maximize your losing your stomach fat. Okay, I guess that's it for now from the Correct Weight Loss team.
This time,
Do it right.
For more information about losing belly fat, please visit our resource-rich blog at losebellyfat-blog.com. That's losebellyfat-blog.com. losebellyfat-blog.com. The blog is a rich resource for anyone wanting a toned and trimmed stomach. So until we see you again, hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you.